What is going on, everybody? It is Perry76 here. I'm coming at you with a Farming Simulator 22 video today. Now, what I'm doing in this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm starting off with this pickup truck and some land. The only difference is I've already got a house built in the game and I'm trying to get up to it right now because it is pretty late in the day. I want to be able to get up there for the evening. This is where it's supposed to be. That's a pretty steep hill. Hopefully this truck can make it. No problem. This truck was able to make that easy. So they're telling me just to follow this road all the way up to the house that I've had for a little bit. And right here it is. It's a small mobile home with nothing really here that's important or anything like that. It's just something for me to start. Because you can tell by the side of the house it is kind of ran down a little bit. It needs a little bit of work. And the only thing I have to do any kind of money is this chainsaw and this truck. So what I'm going to be doing is just slowly cutting a lot of these trees down over time and seeing if I can make $1 million logging company. That is going to be my goal to start doing pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is just start by slowly chopping some of these trees down back here. If I can chop, I'm going to try doing 2 trees, loading them up in the back of this truck. If these 2 trees go and actually make me a decent amount of money, okay. But I know how the economy's been lately in the game. It's not been looking the best. Forestry's at an all-time low, just all kinds of different things been jumping back and forth. First off, let me go ahead and get these trees cleared up before I start cutting them. And this chainsaw is actually doing pretty good. So there's everything dealing with both of these trees real quick. What I'm about to do is just slowly cut a couple pieces off. Try to get a couple decent pieces out of this. Make them where they're just about the right size to be able to go in the back of the truck. I know some of the pieces are going to be a little on the heavy side, but I think I should be able to manage getting them in the back. I'm trying to get up to about 2,500 by the end of the day. Right now I have about 1,000 in my account. And the reason why I'm wanting to get up to about 2,500 I mean, is because I can then go and get a small loan to go and get either another trailer for lumber or get a small tractor. The small tractor might be able to help me out when it comes to getting them loaded in the back of the truck when they're heavier logs like this is going to be back in this area. But also if I go and decide to get a smaller trailer, another trailer, I'd be able to double my profit. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation. Either I get the trailer and be able to double the profit for a little bit, or I get the tractor and make it easier for myself. Which I'm thinking about going for a trailer. I'm not 100% sure just yet, but I've been hearing there's a good trailer out there. And it's about $2,000 or $3,000, and I'm going to be trying to go for that pretty soon. But I need to hurry up and get some of this wood sold and get a little bit of money going. That way I don't have to worry about him selling the trailer before I get a chance to get over there and look at it. Because he's saying it is a homemade trailer. I don't know how good that's going to be, but hey, for about $2,000, if it can haul a decent amount of wood, That might be worth it. Okay, so this one had a little bit more junk on the very top. There we go, it's all cleaned up. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm done with the chainsaw, I'm just going to back the truck up over there. That way it makes it a little bit easier. This is a Ford F-250. It's a 2008 year model. And this has actually been a very good truck for me lately. I went from doing landscaping to now doing a lot of forestry. So this truck's been doing a lot of hauling. That toolbox is completely destroyed, so I'm not really worried if anything's going to hit it or not. Some of these logs are a little on the heavy side, but some of them not that bad. Honestly, I was expecting the weight for some of these to be a little bit worse than what it is. All I know is that these are actually sitting in the back of the truck pretty easy. All I know is that the headache rack just done its job right there. This metal piece that is on the back of the truck, that is to protect the back window. The headache rack, the reason why it's called that is because if you break your back window, that's going to be a big headache. So, I guess they just got its nickname, the headache rack. I don't actually know what it's really called. Just everybody I know calls it a headache rack. And they say, well, if your back window gets broke, that's going to be more of a headache than if that thing is dent. And I honestly think they're telling the truth on that, because I think if you broke your back window of a vehicle, that would be a big headache. Right here is one of the main reasons why I'm wanting to get a trailer. Just because, as you can tell from this, I'm starting to run out of room back here. I'm about to have to start stacking pretty high up just to be able to get anything going. And yes, I can do that because I do have some very high-powered ratchet straps to tie all this stuff down with. But at the same time, it's just going to make it more top-heavy, and I can't haul this second tree that I've got sitting right here. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm just going to try to play a little bit of Jenga. Some heavyweight Jenga. And see if I can get this thing to stack properly. Yeah, it's going to look a little sketchy. Especially when I'm going down the road, because I don't know how top heavy it's going to be. Or how many times something like this might try happening. Because all it's wanting to do now is just that right there. So that might be the first load. That's going to have to be the first load. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking it to the sawmill. There is one close to me that I could take it to, but I'm not going to make much money if I go there. This other sawmill, they've been having a little bit of issues with pricing lately, but they are going to be one of the better bets to go to. And the reason is because it's a larger sawmill with better opportunities to go and sell their product to. So it's like you're either going to go to a low sawmill that has barely any contacts, or go to a big one that's got all the contacts with a better chance to get more money. I'm sorry, I'd rather take the extra little bit of time and drive further into town to go and look and see about getting a better sawmill contract sell compared to just going to the one that barely knows anything and getting just a very small little sell like that. Now this right here, I think it's going to sell for probably about $200 or $300. Just dealing with how the prices and the economy's been lately, it's not been doing the best. I'm just hoping for it to get to a point where I can start doing truckloads a little bit bigger than this and make a couple thousand. I've done that one time before this. I made like 10,000, but that was probably about 5-6 years ago. But the load was a little bit larger than this, and it also had a small trailer with you. So I don't know how this is going to act due to how the prices have been changing over the years. Okay, I do not know how that just happened. But hey, the good thing is I stuck the landing. Because I don't think I really would have had the money for a tow truck bill with this much weight in the back of a truck. That would be a pretty interesting one to explain to a tow truck operator. If this thing got flipped upside down completely or something like that, that would be a little fun. Alright, let's see how much this is going to sell for. $2,049. That's actually that's not bad at all. So right there just put me over the limit I wanted to be at for today. And the reason why I'm going to be only wanting to go for so much today is because I don't want to get fully worn out in just one day. I want to be able to turn around and go work today, be able to rest a little bit, work tomorrow, and still have energy to keep on doing it. I don't want to be working crazy hours and stuff like that just where I can make myself completely tired by tomorrow. So what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead, fill up on fuel right here, because this is a very big truck and it does take a lot of fuel, especially with that kind of weight. It only cost me a couple of bucks. Surprisingly, I guess it was just because I filled the tank up before I left earlier. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if y'all did, smash that like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me see if you're actually wanting to watch some of these videos. And if you do want to watch me get this into $1 million company, I will really appreciate that, because who knows, you might like some of the other videos I might be posting pretty soon in the future. I've got a couple of different ideas roaming around with Farming Simulator that y'all might like. So until next time, stay safe out there, and peace.